Hey, 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 Maximizers! Welcome to my life. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I'm a content coach. And I help business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales so they don't have to hire influencers or run paid ads. I have been creating content on Beyonce's internet since 2018. I started off teaching women how to coupon and how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop. And then in 2020, my clients were like, hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start YouTube channels? Can you teach us how to start businesses? Can you teach us how to start side hustles? Like, we've saved a lot of money and now we want to make some money. And I was like, okay. So, out of a need to service my clients, I accidentally became a business coach. And my business coach at the time was like, hey, Crystal, you're one of my star students. How about you come and coach my people? And I was like, okay. And I further accidentally became a business coach. But what I didn't anticipate was actually falling in love with business coaching and enjoying it and being damn good at it. I was really good at business coaching. Like, I had the money saving and the couponing under my belt. I had been couponing for 12, 13 years at this point. And I was just like, okay, let me let me learn something new. Let me do something different. And just out of a need to service my clients, answer their questions and support them, I accidentally became a business coach. And for 3 years, I did both. Forward facing, I was on Your Coupon Girl. I was on the news a bunch of times. I signed a crap ton of clients. I was teaching women how to save thousands of dollars. I was budgeting and meal planning and all the things. But then behind the scenes, I was running programs, teaching women how to start YouTube channels, teaching women how to actually take the idea from their brain and turn it into a profitable business that they love. I was teaching women how to take small little side hustles and hobbies and turn them into businesses. And I absolutely loved it. And I did it for 3 years. I did both for 3 years. And then in 2023, I had a 33-year-old crisis. My life fell apart in all places. And I was like, I cannot keep talking to two audiences in one. I cannot keep splitting my focus. Like, I wanted to be able to give one area of my business all of my focus. So I had to choose. And I said, which one do I want? And honestly, I was like, nothing bad happens when women make more money. So I said, I want to be a business coach. So I decided in 2023 to make a strong, hard pivot from couponing and money saving and meal planning and budgeting into being a business coach. And to do that, I started a brand new YouTube channel. Why? Because YouTube is my favorite platform. YouTube is my main platform. YouTube made me Krista Maximizer. So I said, I wanted a fresh audience of women business owners who want to start and grow their businesses using social media. And I want to have a fresh place for them. So I started a brand new YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. It's Build a Business with KRYS. If you are not subscribed to Build a Business with Chris, I would encourage you to go subscribe right now. You can go to YouTube, type in Build a Business with KRYS and subscribe. Or you can go to my website, KristenMaximizer.com, and click on my YouTube channel and it'll take you right there. So I am almost to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm about 70 subscribers away from 1,000. So my goal is to hit 1,000. Thank you. You know, I'm Miss Sealy before my twist out. So I plan on having a really nice twist out tomorrow because I need to record some content. So yeah, I did my twist yesterday. So that way I can have a bomb twist out. I do need to record content tomorrow. But anywho, in 2023, I decided to start a second YouTube channel. And I did. And my life completely fell apart. I ended an engagement. My cat died. For a good reason, my daughter went to go live with her dad. Not for anything bad, but for a good reason. That was already pre-planned. So my life wasn't falling apart because of that. Everything else was falling apart. That was just like, oh, and now my baby's going to be gone, even though I already knew that she was going to be gone primarily from me. But I had to make a huge shift in my business to become this next level version of myself, which I didn't know that in 2023. But all of that stuff happened. I slipped into a really deep state of depression. I closed down my couponing programs in February of 2024. I closed down. I sent away hundreds of clients. I sent away thousands of dollars of recurring revenue. And I said, I'm going to be a business coach. but the business coaching wasn't sticking. I was too depressed. I wasn't energetically available to service new clients. I had some business clients, but I wasn't signing new clients. And I realized once I got my mojo back towards the end of 2024, around this time in 2024, I realized that like I was being an anything coach for everybody. Like I was throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if it sticks. Thank you, Beth. And I did not have like a true focus. I did not have a true niche of like what type of business coach I was going to be, because if you sell to everyone, you end up actually selling to no one. So I didn't know what my secret sauce was. Like what set me apart from the 50,000 business coaches that were here on the internet, I didn't know. But I said, what makes me special? What do I do well? What do my clients do well? The answer to that question was content. At that point in my life, I had posted over 2,000 videos to YouTube. I've gone live over 1,000 times. I've posted hundreds of videos across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. From that content, I've been able to make well over $400,000 on social media. So I've been able to book 4 and 5 figure brand deals. I've been able to make tens of thousands of dollars from affiliates. I've been able to make hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my coaching programs. And I don't sell products. I sell coaching. I sell masterclasses, boot camps, workshops, one-on-one and group coaching. Hold on one second. Let me reset Instagram. My Instagram like live was not working. Hold on. We're gonna reset Instagram. Welcome. If you're here, welcome. We're gonna talk about focusing on one platform. But I was just telling my story and like my Instagram was not updating. So let me say hi. Hey, Instagram. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach, and I help business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales. So we were in the part of my story where I let you guys know that I've made $400,000 from my content. And when I look at my clients, I help my clients with content the most. Like I was a content genius. I taught my 60-year-old mother how to create Instagram reels, and she got clients for her sewing business from her Instagram reels. So content is what sets me apart and makes me different. So at the end of 2024, I was like, okay, I'm a content coach. I started signing clients every single month once I got crystal clear on like, I'm a content coach. The thing that I do well, the thing that I help my clients with the most is building an audience and creating consistent content that brings them sales. So since I made that pivot and going into 2025, things have changed for me. And I am pivoting and I'm niching down even more. And this is the first time I am saying this, but I'm niching down even more to being a content coach that focuses on service-based businesses, coaches and service providers who want to use YouTube. And 5 years ago, I ran my first YouTube program, and it was called YouTube Channel on a Budget. And I am pivoting back to that niche where I'm still going to help with Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, because it's always nice to have a secondary platform, right? But I want to help service-based businesses, coaches and service providers who want to make YouTube their main social media platform for business, who want to be able to get clients from YouTube. I still to this day get clients from YouTube, both YouTube channels. From my couponing channel, I just signed a new client this week from someone who watched me from my couponing channel. And this pivot feels so aligned, and it matches up perfectly with me talking to you about how to focus on one main social media platform. I've been preaching this since I was content coaching, that you should have one main platform and a secondary platform. If you are constantly trying to post on every platform every week, it's not going to go well for you. If you're constantly trying to focus on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, it's not going to work well for you. You're not going to see the results that you desire because you are spreading yourself too thin. Focusing on one platform made me Krista Maximizer. Now, yes, I am live right now on 5 platforms, but it doesn't cost me anything extra to put up both of my cell phones and my laptop with my YouTube channels and my Facebook business page. It doesn't cost me anything extra. But when I plan my content, hey, Mona, when I plan my content, when I decide my live topics, I have YouTube in mind. And then I say, how can I repurpose this? Thank you, Muna, to TikTok, because TikTok is my secondary platform. YouTube is first, then TikTok, then Instagram, then Facebook. But I built them all over the past 7 years. I've been doing this for 7 years. And when I first started, for the first 2 years, I was blinders YouTube only. YouTube only. And I would literally just go to my Instagram and Facebook and say, hey, I just posted a brand new video on YouTube. Go watch it. That's all I did for 2 years. And then eventually TikTok was like, hey, we're going to pay you a few $1,000s if you post TikToks. And I was like, okay. I pulled all of my topics from YouTube and created 15-second TikToks and got to the money. And then TikTok started to get integrated into my social media conundrum. But YouTube is my main platform. If I only have to show up on one platform, it's going to be YouTube. If I only have to create content on one platform, it's going to be YouTube. So I am pivoting to focusing on helping business owners, coaches, and service providers use YouTube as their main platform and then the other platforms as their secondary platform, whichever one they pick. I signed a new client this week. I'm so excited to be working with her. And YouTube is her main platform and TikTok is her secondary platform. So I'm going to teach her how to be primary on YouTube and secondary on TikTok. Then I have one of my existing clients who re-signed with me. She has Instagram as her main platform, but she's about to shift into doing long form YouTube because she's utilizing YouTube Shorts right now, but now she wants to dig into YouTube long form potentially. So like my focus is going to be helping business owners, coaches, and service providers who want to make YouTube their main platform. So if you are not on my email list, I'm actually doing a big pivot on my email list too. If you're not on my email list, you need to get on my email list. If you are on my email list right now for couponing purposes, I need you to reply to my emails and say business so that you can stay. Tonight, I'm letting go of everyone from my email list that was a couponing person. I'm letting go of everyone who doesn't have a business because I have a lot of people who've joined me over the years who don't have a business. But everyone who has a business that wants to stay is going to stay on my email list. So if you are a coach or service provider, a business owner, and you want to make YouTube your main platform, you need to be on my email list. Next week, I'm announcing something pretty epic that you are not going to want to miss. I've been working on this for the past week, and my God, I'm so excited for it. But it brings me to what I want to talk to tonight, which is how to focus on one social media platform. So I want to know who's here. I know I've been yapping. I know I've been talking about myself, but I want to know who's here. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and what platform is your main platform right now? And if you don't have a main platform, what platform do you want to make your main platform? Let me know in the comments. Where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then what social media platform is your main platform to create on? And if you don't have a main platform, what platform do you want to be your main platform to create content on? Let me know down in the comments. I am in Central Florida, Lake County area, and my main platform is YouTube. My number one platform is YouTube. All else fails, YouTube is my platform. And it will forever be my main platform. YouTube is bae. YouTube is, in my opinion, for me, the best platform for coaches and service providers is YouTube, in my opinion. But you also have to focus on the platform that you want to be on. Some people don't want to be on YouTube. Some people don't want to do all the things that are required of you on YouTube. I like YouTube because, yes, it requires a little bit more, but the return on the investment is great. I'm still making money from a couponing channel. I did post a couponing video today, ironically, because I went couponing. And I promised myself that when I go couponing, I'm going to post a video. But I'm not feeding that beast nearly as much as I used to. I may post one couponing video a month. And I'm still making money from that YouTube channel every single day, every single month as a result of my consistency that I put in. Instagram videos do not have the same shelf life as YouTube. But you have to focus on one platform that feels good for you. So let's talk about how you focus on one platform. Okay, my first tip for you is less is more. If you are trying to be an octopus and being everywhere, you are severely reducing your energy. You are severely reducing your opportunity to build a community. You want to focus on one place and build a community there. And then, and then go to other platforms after. But you want to energetically focus on one platform. For the first 2 years of my business, all I did was focus on YouTube. I didn't even think about creating content for any other platform. I said, YouTube is my platform. How can I maximize YouTube? Okay. You also want to pick your favorite platform based on where your ideal clients are and where you want to be. So it's 50-50 to me, but I'll say 60-40. What platform do I want to be on? 40%, where are my ideal clients? Now, for me, for coaches and service providers, they're on every single platform. I could make money on LinkedIn. I can make money on Instagram. I can make money on TikTok. I can sell my services on Facebook. I can sell my services on Threads. I could probably sell my services on X, Twitter. I can sell my services on any social media platform. I can sell my services on a podcast because my ideal clients are everywhere. So with my ideal clients being everywhere, the next step is, what platform do I want to be on? What platform do I want to make my primary? I have things that I love about every single platform, and I'm going to talk about each platform individually here in a second. But for me, the holistic platform that works best for me is YouTube. I feel like also because I started as a YouTube girly and I've seen the strong returns on investment from YouTube, that's the main reason why YouTube is my main platform. Okay. So you have to pick your main platform based on where you want to be and where your ideal clients are. So let me know in the comments, business owners, what's your main platform? If you could only pick one social media platform, let me know in the comments, which one would it be? For me, it's YouTube. That's why when I made the pivot in my business, I started a second YouTube channel. I didn't start a new Instagram. I didn't start a new TikTok. Thank you, Muna. I started a new YouTube channel because I know that YouTube is an amazing platform to be on. To this day, most of my leads, most of my new clients that I sign, they come from YouTube. They come from YouTube. I've signed clients from all platforms, but most of my clients still come to YouTube. YouTube just has that reach. They have that SEO. We'll talk about that a little bit in a second. The next thing I want you to do when you're focusing on one platform, you have to choose your level of consistency. So this is where I want to remind you that you are a business owner first and a content creator second. You are a business owner that creates content to market their business. You're not a content creator who started a business, right? So if you're a business owner, meaning you have a product or service that you are actively selling, you have to decide your level of consistency. You do not need to post 3 to 5 times per day. If you are a business owner that's creating content, it will not serve you to post 3 to 5 times per day. You do not want to do quantity. You want to focus on quality. So my suggestion for business owners is to post 3 to 5 times per week based on your platform. Okay. And I'm going to tell you suggested consistency levels for every single platform. How often do you want to post? And when I say post, I mean video content, not carousels, not stagnant posts. When I say post, I mean video content. Business owners, you should be posting video content. Why? Your audience needs to know you, like you, and trust you before they buy from you. The easiest way to get them to know you, like you, and trust you is to talk to them. The best way to talk to them is in a video. The best way to educate them is in a video. The best way to give them value is in a video. So, how many videos are you posting per week on your platform? If you're doing YouTube, I like a 1-3-1 schedule. One long form video that's over 10 minutes long per week, 3 shorts per week, and 1 live per week. But pre-recorded video content on YouTube, 1 long form video a week, 3 shorts per week. So that's 4 pieces of content per week. If you're doing Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok short form videos, 1 to 3 minutes long, you want to pick somewhere between 3 and 5 times. If right now you're barely posting once a week, you need to go with 3. If right now you're posting twice a week, you can do 3 or 4. If right now you're posting 3 times a day, I would say go to 5. Go to 5 times a week. Reduce my posts, reduce your posts. Because a lot of times if you're just banging out 3 to 5, you're not doing 3 to 5 reels per week. If you are, let's talk. Per day, excuse me. If you're doing 3 to 5 reels per day, let's talk. But if you're doing 2 reels a day and like 3 carousels and a stagnant post, reduce yourself to 1 reel a day. And even if that means you do 7 days a week instead of just 5, do 1 a day for 7 days. Cool. You want to focus on keeping a level of consistency that you can maintain for months on end. Posting 3 to 5 times per day may seem doable for a month or two, but as your business grows, as you have more packages to send out, as you have more products you're selling, as you have more clients you are servicing, 3 to 5 times per day is going to overwhelm you once you start making money, once you start booking clients, once the sales start rolling in, once you have emails to respond to, once you have clients to manage. 3 to 5 times a day is going to be very overwhelming. So you want to choose a level of consistency that you can maintain. You can maintain 3 videos per week. Why? Because the next tip for you is I teach my clients how to plan your content for the month. I teach my clients plan your content for the month. So if you're doing YouTube, you need 16 videos, but you really only need 4 topics. So I teach my clients on YouTube 4 topics for the month is going to give you 16 pieces of content. You're going to make a pre-recorded video about that topic. You're going to make 3 shorts about that topic, and then you're going to go live once a week about that topic. The same topic in 1 week is going to give you 5 pieces of content for long form YouTube. You're going to go down to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You're posting 3 to 5 times per week. You are going to come up with 12 videos if you're going to post 3 times per week. 12 videos for the month is all you need. That's it. Okay? Trying to plan for the day or plan for the week, it's too much. You can get behind. Life happens to the best of us, myself included. And if you are going day to day or week to week, you're never going to be able to be consistent. But if you sit down and you plan, it's September 18th. I did this with one of my clients today. She's like, Crystal, I fell off the wagon. I said, spend the rest of September planning October. She's on here now. She's still here. Spend the rest of September planning October. She said, I'm posting 4 times a week. I want to do 16 videos, and she's doing short form Instagram. So cool. From now until October 1st, she is going to plan 16 videos. She's going to record her 16 videos, and she's going to schedule her 16 videos. She's not going to get behind because in October, she's going to make her 16 videos for November. If this makes sense on TikTok, tap the screen. Give me a yes in the comments if this makes sense on YouTube and Facebook. Plan your content for the month. This is how you focus on one platform. Now, if you want to diversify and you have multiple platforms, if YouTube is your main platform and you're making 3 shorts a week, you can take those shorts, post them on Instagram as your secondary platform, post them on TikTok as your secondary platform, post them on Facebook as your secondary platform. We're not creating anything different, right? If Instagram is your main platform, you can post your reels on Facebook, you can post your reels on TikTok, you can post your reels on YouTube Shorts. In the beginning, I don't want you to have multiple platforms because you will feel like you need to be on all of them all the time. 2 max, 1 main platform, 1 secondary platform. So if you're going to be a YouTube girly like me, pick TikTok or Instagram or Facebook as your secondary. And then your shorts you can put over there. If you decide to go live, you can go live on both of those platforms at the same time. And I will teach you how to do that. But do not feel the pressure to be in all the places. Also, don't feel the pressure to repurpose. If you're like, Crystal, I truly only want to focus on YouTube. I don't want to post it on TikTok. I don't want to post it on Instagram. That's okay too. There's people making millions of dollars on every single platform. There's people selling their products and services on every single platform. You don't need to be everywhere, especially in the beginning. Build your audience, get big, and then you diversify. My next tip for you is to use all the features of your platform. Okay. So if Facebook is your main platform, you should have a Facebook business page, potentially some sort of Facebook group, whether it's a free or a paid group, and you should be using your Facebook stories, and you should be posting Facebook reels. Use all the features on your platform. Facebook, you can also write a lot of words because people read posts and watch videos on Facebook. Because Facebook is an OG where we would just type and then pictures, then videos, right? So if Facebook is your main platform, how can you utilize all of these features for your business? Does this make sense? Yes or no? Tap the screen on TikTok if this makes sense. Yes in the comments on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram if this makes sense to you. Okay? All right. Next platform, Instagram. If Instagram is your main platform, you should be using all the features. You should be in your Instagram stories every day. A 60-second story a day is going to keep the consistency there. You should be posting reels 3 to 5 times per week. You can be doing one carousel per week. Okay? You want to be using all the features. You want to be going live on Instagram. Okay? All the features of your platform you want to be using. If TikTok is your main platform, use all the features. Use your TikTok stories. You should be posting TikToks. You should be posting carousels. You should be going live. Use all the features of your platform. You should be viewing the analytics. Every single one of these platforms, if you have a business account or like a creator account, they have analytics. TikTok tells me every single week what are the best trending topics based on my audience and the type of content that I create that would be best for my profile, for my page, for my audience, for my community. YouTube does the same thing. YouTube gives me amazing analytics on like, this is what your subscribers are searching for. These are the content gaps of like, your subscribers want this, but there's none of this available. You should make videos about all of this. Or you're doing really well in making videos about this topic. Your subscribers are eating it up. Similar channels to you are making content about this. You should make content about that. YouTube does that. If YouTube is your main platform, you should be doing long form videos too. Everybody's on this short content train. Cool, fine. But if YouTube is your main platform, you should be doing a long form video. Okay. You should be posting YouTube shorts. You should be posting on your community posts. I'm underutilizing shorts in my community posts. I know that. And I made a plan for this year that I was going to use YouTube Shorts more. And that's when I started my day in the life content. Now I'm behind on posting my day in the life content, but I do have a bunch that I really need to get them out. Like I still have videos from May that I need to get out, like a couple from May. Then I have June and I have July. But I'm going to unload the clip. My focus is here. My mojo is back and I'm going to get those videos out. Like before the end of September, I'm trying to have all those pre-recorded ones done so that I can go into October recording fresh content and fresh day in the life content and give y'all some fresh updates. Regardless of what platform you choose, you should be using all the features of your platform. When you focus on one platform, you can go deeper versus than being so surface level on 5 platforms. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Yes in the comments if this makes sense. Tap the screen on TikTok. Give me a like on TikTok if this makes sense. So you want to have your main platform. You want to go deep on your platform. And as a business owner, someone who has a product or service to sell, you should be going live on your platform. So I know on I know on YouTube and I know on TikTok, you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and followers before you can go live. But on Instagram, on Facebook, you can just go live. You should be going live on your platform. Once you build up a little bit of an audience, a few people are there, you should be going live. You should be sharing your story. You should be sharing your why. You should be talking about your product. You should be talking about your service. You should be talking about why you started your business. You need to go live. Okay. All of these platforms have a live feature and you should be utilizing it as a business owner. Going live is my favorite way to create content. Going live is my favorite way to show up for my community because it allows me in real time to engage with you. It allows me in real time to answer your questions. It allows me in real time to share with you why I'm the most qualified person to help you solve your problem of creating consistent content. So I absolutely love going live, but you should be going live weekly. I teach my clients to go live weekly, bi-weekly. If weekly is too much, we start off every other week and then move to an every week kind of schedule. Okay. The last way to focus on one platform is to invite your audience to your email list. If you don't hear anything else I say to you, invite your audience from social media to your email list. I heard IG was going to require accounts to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. Dang, that sucks, IG, because usually you can just go live ASAP. I mean, they don't necessarily push the live like YouTube and TikTok does. So that's very interesting. Hopefully, if they do require that requirement. They actually are going to incentivize you and push your live out to those 1,000 subscribers, followers. We don't own our social media platforms. So as much as I love YouTube, as much as I love TikTok, they could be gone today or tomorrow. Y'all saw what happened when TikTok was gone for those 17 hours. It could be gone again, right? We don't own these social media platforms. We own our websites and we own our email list. You want to be inviting your audience off of your main social media platform into your email list. That is something I did not do when I started my business. That is something that I think I had almost 20,000 subscribers before I started inviting people to my email list. Like, I didn't know enough about an email list. I didn't know what it looked like. I didn't know what that meant. Like, I knew that I was getting emails from companies, but as far as me sending emails, that was a foreign concept for me as someone who was new to starting a business. I could create videos. I could teach you how to coupon, but emails, that was a stretch. But you want to start your email list from day one. Okay. So I am restarting my email list. I'm taking my email list down to scratch because I've had thousands of email subscribers over the years once I did build it up. But they were here for couponing. They were here for budgeting. They were here for money saving. And some of them have stayed around and I appreciate them. But now I'm like, okay, I'm making another pivot in my business. So I want to make sure that I'm truly aligned in all places. So I'm not going to scrub my TikTok. I'm not going to scrub my Instagram, but I am going to focus. I am going to focus on building an email list of ideal clients, which is coaches and service providers who want YouTube to be their main platform. So I want to build my email list of business owners who want to start or grow a business, period. And specifically, service business owners, coaches, service providers who want YouTube to be their main platform. That is what I'm pivoting to. So I want to invite you, if you are a business owner, to join my email list. I'm going to be sharing, starting in October, I'm going to be sharing weekly business building and content pushing tips. And I'm going to be sharing with you my newest offers that I have created, basically old, new offers that I'm revamping. If you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, I have something that I'm announcing next week where I'm going to help you start a YouTube channel from scratch. So definitely get on my email list so you can be the first to know. It's going to be super duper duper affordable. I don't even want to say the C word because we're not saying cheap. It's going to be very affordable for your pockets, like very affordable, like less than $50 affordable. And I'm going to teach you how to start a YouTube channel from scratch for your business, like starting a YouTube channel for your business purposes so that you can build your audience and make sales of your products and services, mostly services and like digital products. But these are my tips to help you focus on one main platform. Stop trying to octopus it. Stop trying to be on every single platform. Pick your one main platform, your secondary platform, and rock with it. Build your audience and make your sales. I promise you, less is more. And the more you focus in on one platform, the more sales you're going to see. So, are there any questions about focusing on one platform? If you don't have any questions, can you let me know in the comments? Was this helpful for you? Yes or no? Was this helpful for you? Yes or no? Let me know. I covered the main question I get of like, what platform should I be on? I also covered the features of each platform. And again, when you're choosing your platform, it needs to be where your ideal clients are and where you want to be. Where do you want to spend your time? Where do you want to do your research? Where do you want to learn more about how that platform works and performs, and specifically how you can use that platform to reach more of your ideal clients? Like, what platform do you want to do the deep dive in? And then you choose that platform for you, right? So I went over those questions, but I do want to thank y'all so much for joining me. Again, if you're on my email list and you want to stay on my email list, make sure you reply business so that I can lock you into my email list. And yeah, are there any other questions, comments, or concerns? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. I do want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I really appreciate you all being here. It has been a great day, a great week for me. And I'm overall very excited. I'm in a great place. I have some really amazing things I'm going to be sharing with y'all next week. So, yeah, stay tuned and I will see y'all soon. Have a good night. Bye.